Welcome back to another episode of TPC. Let's do the round two of college football playoffs. After a great first round of a couple teams, the group of five was just, that was a terrible performance right there for both those teams. Oregon destroying James Madison, and then Tulane getting destroyed by Ole Miss. But overall, it was a great first round. Ty, what was your thoughts about the first round? If you had to say,
It was kind of an interesting round. The two teams that I don't think deserve to be in it,
mm-hmm.
kind of did what everyone expected them to do, which is get completely destroyed in opposing territories. But I mean, the Alabama and Miami had great games. Unfortunately for the Miami one, that was kind of a snooze fest because there was
Mm-hmm.
no scoring in that one. But if you're a great or if you're a big defensive football type of person, then that was a great game for you.
Definitely, you lagged for us for a couple seconds, but yeah, the game was kind of a snooze fest, if anything. The thing is, the kickers. There was a total of two. The kickers went combined 2 for 6 in that game. Like there was only two field goals make or two kicks in that game made. Yeah, two field goals. My bad. And that game, A&M got exposed. They're the most fraudulent
Mm-hmm.
11-2 team ever. Like the schedule they had, the team they had, it was so fraud, and you lost your rivals. You lost first round, and quote unquote, Aggies have the best home field advantage. You got beat on your home field. You got BTA by Michael Irvin and his team, pretty much. And it's just this performance. And the thing is, their team was talking so much smack about Ruben Bain like he wasn't anything. Ruben Bain went off with 5 sacks or 4 sacks in that game. He killed literally Marcel Reed every single play. And then the defense for A&M, they did great also. I'm giving them that. But they had a chance to win this game. They drove down the field with 40 seconds left with the team at the 10, and Marcel Reed threw an interception, underthrew it. Terrible play calling and everything, and A&M got exposed pretty much.
Yeah, that was again, like I said earlier, a snooze fest because
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I really expected A&M to come out and kind of kill Miami and kind of humble them, but jeez, I did not see that coming.
Yes, I mean you picked A&M, I picked Miami in the last game, and I think Miami kind of showed us why they deserve to be in the playoffs, why they're playing the hottest football right now. And another team that's going to probably start on the streak is Bama. Is Bama going to start on the streak? Because what they did, we forget it was. I'm trying to remember the score because it's been a long time since we've seen this. It was, I believe, wasn't it like because they had it was 10. It was 17-0 at one point in that game. Okay,
Yep.
and they went on to score 34-7 unanswered points. That game there's just John Mateer fell apart. He looked like himself, like the Heisman him in the first half a little bit, and then the interception picks it by Brown changed the whole momentum 17-17 at halftime. Like I understand the situation, you're trying to drive down the field, get a field goal, but if you're gonna force it and give an interception pick six to tie the game, you have lost the momentum and it's pretty much done for. And
Mm.
this game, I mean, I'm gonna say Bama looked sloppy. It wasn't like anything like Bama did special. It was just OU's ability to choke. That was the thing. They choked so bad in that like the last like other than the first quarter, they just choked after the last 3 quarters.
Yeah, I mean, our run game didn't really do anything towards or in that game at all.
No.
Ty Simpson looked like he was improving though. He's kind of got his
Yeah,
confidence back, which I was saying.
definitely. And that's what the thing is key coming up next. I mean, also the y'all's best receiver was Brooks, y'all's freshman. That had 2 touchdowns last time. I mean, he was the best receiver, 79 yards. Bernard had that one crazy catch, and then Ryan Williams. We know he doesn't. Where the fuck has he been? But he doesn't show up right now. Well, hopefully he shows up this round because we don't know how Indiana's going to do. But the thing is, OU is Mateer going to come back? Is he going to enter transfer portal? I don't even know. Not in transfer portal, but what is he going to do? No clue. Um, I mean, Bama. I mean, they got a game upcoming. We'll talk about them in a second, but transfer portal. I mean, both breaking news: Auburn losing their two best players, Keldrick and what's it called?
Coleman.
Is it Keldrick? Is the quarterback's name? I forget. Is it Keldrick?
Yeah,
And
I
then
think
Cam
so.
Coleman. And Cam Coleman losing your two best players probably on the team, and Cam Coleman might be a Bama or go to. There's rumors of talking right now with Texas and A&M right now, but my favorite is him going to Bama. Imagine that duo with him and Ryan and whoever the court. If Ty enters the draft, that means Russell has a chance to have one of the best receiver duos coming in. That's the thing. That's insane. The other thing is going to be question to mark is going to be the running, if anything. But you're bringing back everyone on the running, if anything. You're bringing like Dill, bringing back Deer. Everyone's coming back as a running game, pretty much.
Yeah, we have a Xavier Crowell coming in too. He's a 5-star coming out of high school,
Mm-hmm.
so I'm looking forward to that one.
Definitely. So some things here could change with that. And then we already talked about the group of five, but let's talk about heading into the second round a little bit. Um, I mean, the first game tomorrow, or my bad, today, Miami versus Ohio. And
Mm,
this game, I'm taking Miami.
wow,
I'm taking Miami because what if Carson Beck doesn't turn over the ball, they win. They Carson
that's
Beck
a,
throughout his without his with his whole career when he doesn't turn over the ball, he wins. He wins
okay.
every single time. But the second he turns into Sid, they turn over the ball and just a terrible thing. He looks like Sid from High Stage, but like, it's terrible. And my biggest thing with Ohio. Yes, Ohio has one of the best offenses. They have the best receiver duo in the country with him and Tate and Jeremiah Smith. Who's going to stop them? Miami's front forward with Bain. They have the best defensive player in the country right now, if anything. I mean, I know Reese has been really good on the other side. Caleb Downs also. I'm not going to discredit that, but what Bain did last week was a game record against A&M, changed the whole momentum in that game. If he can make a big momentum change against Julian Sand, because we saw Julian Sand in the Big Ten Championship. When he got under pressure, he got rattled. He couldn't hit Jeremiah Smith on the couple posts. He couldn't hit Tate on the little slants. He was missed a couple reads. That's the thing is, can he handle the pressure of that? And I know it's back in the Cotton Bowl. They won it last year in the Cotton Bowl against Texas, and it's mostly a home crowd because Ohio, they travel well. And Miami, I mean, they're going to travel well also in this game. So it's a neutral site. I can't wait for this game. But what do you got to say in this game?
I think this might be one of the most underrated games this week. I feel
Mm-hmm.
like it's getting overshadowed by, of course, the Rose Bowl, especially with an SEC matchup with the Ole Miss and Georgia. But I've been pretty excited for this matchup because, like you said, Miami's looking hot right now, and
Mm-hmm.
Ohio State's coming off the Big Ten championship loss, and obviously, that week break, people think it's like good, but once a team gets hot and has momentum coming in to a game, especially playing a team like
Mm-hmm.
Texas A&M, this momentum can carry on into this game. So I don't think it's ridiculous to say Miami will win. But my heart is saying Miami, but my mind is saying Ohio State. So
Ohio,
I'm gonna
okay.
have to go with Ohio State for this one.
It's just another thing is interesting fact. We forget last year the teams of the four buys all lost first round. That's the thing.
Mm,
If it's another year of if all four lose first round or like only one wins, there's some teams going to probably consider: do you even want to be a high seed? Do you want to play extra game? That's the thing. Is
yeah,
that by that vulnerable, or do you extend it to 16 and everyone has the momentum? Everyone's on the same page, pretty much. Like no one is taking no discredit. Oh, we had a bye. We weren't the same team. We lost momentum, and another team is built momentum. It's just a lot of things that teams have to consider if it's another year of everyone losing a first round again. That's my opinion
yeah.
with that. Um, with this slate, we got triple header on Thursday on New Year's Day. Oregon versus Tech in the Orange Bowl. Very competitive game. I mean, Oregon, what they did to James Madison was a phenomenal game. Their defense kind of like let up the gas pedal pretty much in that game, but it was 30. It was 34 to like 3 at halftime, but they didn't even care in the second half. Pretty much scored 51 points. Dante Moore, your future Jet quarterback, hopefully looked good in this game. Might he had 2 interceptions, but I mean, threw 4 touchdowns though, and with only like 16 completions. But a solid game by him. Benson had a phenomenal game, but like the team looked good, if anything, but except in that second half, they just kind of let go of the gas pedal in that pretty much.
Yeah, I mean, they looked really strong in the first half. Kind of expected though, because it is JMU. Not
Mm-hmm.
taking any discredit from JMU, but I feel like they could have had more of a better opponent, especially with Texas or Vanderbilt. But
Mm-hmm.
in this Orange Bowl, I really like Texas Tech's defense to kind
Mm-hmm.
of stop with that offense.
Definitely. And
Mm-hmm.
I will take also Tech in this game. I think Tech's with their ability, what they do with their front seven, with Rodrigo, with Dave Bailey, with Ben Roberts, and what they have in the back end also putting pressure is a big factor for this team. And I think what the thing about Oregon is if you put pressure on Dante Moore, he gets rattled and the team starts falling apart a little bit. We saw this with Indiana earlier this year when they were hosting the game. Pretty much they couldn't do anything. But the thing is, if if Dante Moore is composed in the pocket and he just goes through his reads, gets around the thing, and makes the plays, they can win this game. But the thing is, he starts getting rattled. He starts making mistakes, missing his reads, starts missing his cues, and not hitting this first read and getting under pressure. I mean, Tech is favored by, I think, is Tech favored in this game? Tech or no, Oregon is favored by 2.5 in this game. Okay, they're 2.5.
Oregon's favored. Wow, that's surprising.
Yeah, that is very surprising, even with the bye. Okay, so that is interesting right there. And I just think Tech, and the thing is about Tech is their run game is really good. It's a running back committee. It can be Dickey. It can be whoever you got in the hot hand for this team, pretty much in the run game. Um, and then Morton's looking really good. And their thing is they're undefeated when Morton's healthy this year. When he's healthy, they're undefeated this year. So minus that one loss because he didn't even play that game, and they should have won against that. This team should honestly be undefeated still, because they're easy stretch of playing the Big 12. They didn't even play their two rivals of TCU and Baylor, but it's whatever with that. But other than that, it's just I just got to take Tech in this game. Tech is, I mean, they got the guy who should have been a Heisman candidate, one of the best edge rushers coming in. The receiver core with Virgil, Douglas, and Coy Aiken. It's an overall great team. This is Tech's best roster we've seen in recent memory. And Oregon, it's just a normal Oregon year, if anything, in my opinion.
Now, do you think Dante Moore stays another year if Oregon does lose this game?
That's this thing I'm so concerned. If Dante Moore does not do good, and scouts have that film of him his past game, does he even consider it? Because he forget he's a sophomore with red shirt. Like he can go for more years. Like he can go for 2 more years if people want, and it's up to him. With that consideration, but I think if Oregon goes on a long run, then he will consider going to the draft because there's no point. You did what you need to do for Oregon to be a foundation. But if they loses, there's a lot of things. I mean, he has 28 touchdowns, 8 interceptions this year, 3,000 yards passing this year. So overall, a great stat for NFL quarterback. And he's won in Iowa. He beat Penn State when they were good. His only bad game, if anything, was against Indiana, but they almost won that game in that place. So he's been overall good this year.
Yeah, I mean, Oregon does produce a lot of good quarterbacks in the NFL. Like Herbert, you got Bo Nix. Just a lot of guys coming out of Oregon.
Pretty much. I mean, and Dante Moore could be the next great quarterback with that, under Dan Lanning. I mean, he just had Dylan Garable, but Dylan Garable, that situation just failed pretty much. But Dylan Garable, he was in college for 6 years, so we kind of knew that was going to happen. But other than that, I mean, Oregon has always produced Marcus Mariota, Herbert, Bo. So they have always had good quarterbacks right now. 2 quarterbacks in pretty much the playoffs right now, so can't wait to see that for the playoffs. But yeah, we'll both take Tech in this game. Tech should win by 3 points. I think it's gonna be a great game, though. I think
it's gonna be a close game. I think it could be a defensive battle in this one.
Definitely.
We'll what were you
I really think that. I really think it's gonna be a defensive game. It's whose defense gives up the most points. Gives up what defense is gonna crumble when it matters most, pretty much. Is it Oregon's front seven with Mateo, Dylan in the back end with Mateo? I don't even know. They got multiple Hawaiian guys over there. Tupin, I don't even know, but it's multiple guys over there. But Tech's defense also is it's really what defense is going to break. It's my opinion with that.
Yep.
But enough with that game. We got Bama versus Indiana now. You go first. I want your thoughts on it.
I mean, I think Ty Simpson's back. I think he was hurt during that little stretch of games where his back was just kind of not on the same page with how he was playing. And I feel like he got too aggressive in some games and kind of just let up. And the running game couldn't do anything either. But our defense right now has looked extremely strong. They've kept us in a lot of games, especially when the offense isn't clicking as much as we really want it to. Ryan Grubbs, of course, is a decent offensive coordinator. And during that stretch where I think it was won 4 straight ranked games, we looked unstoppable. And I think that Alabama team is back. I think they're in a new mindset mentally. Kind of got humbled in that SEC championship game, which is what they needed. Of course, you remember the FSU game. Everyone thought Alabama was out. Thought the pretty much dynasty was over. But obviously this team has a lot of grit and kind of playing with a chip on their shoulder. So give me Alabama in this one in heavy fashion.
I will also take Bama in this game. I do not like Indiana in this game. I do not like this matchup for Indiana. And I've been sitting back and looking at the stats. I know Fernando's a good quarterback, but you look at the games that he needed to show up, he did terrible. He threw a bunch of interceptions. He got he won that game in the Big Ten, yeah, but his defense showed up the most. And then a random wide receiver went off for him. Other than that, um, I mean, Indiana is fair in this game, big time. Of course, they're the one seed, undefeated, coming in. I just don't. I mean, they're fair at 7 points. 7 points in this game. That is wow. I can't believe that. Um, I just don't like this matchup for Fernando because you think Bama's defense is really good with Lawson. Is Overton back this week or is he still hurt?
Now he's back.
So Overton is back, okay, because he didn't play last week against that, but it didn't even matter. I mean, y'all put pressure on Mateer all last week, and Lawson's been really good. Pierre been really solid too. So Bama's
Hmm.
been good. I mean, and Justin Jefferson's been really good. He's been coming up this year. Like this was his breakout year. He's came out of nowhere this year. I was surprised by him.
Yeah,
Um,
him and Bray Hubbard, of course, too. Bray Hubbard's been doing
mhm.
great. He's been forcing
Oh,
so many turnovers.
I don't know. I see him back there. I see that white boy. I'm like, whoo, this game is like flashbacks of Harrison Smith back there. I mean, he got an interception last week. I mean, he's been doing good overall this year.
Hmm.
Um, but the thing is, this team is led by the defense. And if the offense can pick it up a little bit and Tyson's ability to make big plays with his receivers, and if can Bernard show up this game? Because Bernard got locked down last week. I know OU has a good defense, but there was nothing to be existing for this team. They just got to start fast. Like you can't start slow because OU just fell apart pretty much. You got to start fast. You got to hit Indiana
Yeah,
in the mouth pretty much to start that momentum. And I mean, if you want to beat the top dogs, you got to smack the dogs pretty much because this team, Indiana's been destroying everyone. They bully everyone. They will drop 50 points on you. They don't even give a crap if they have a chance. They're not Lego in the gas pedal. So I think you got to hit
yeah,
these guys in the mouth pretty much the second you get the chance. And if Bama wants to make that legendary run like Ohio State last year did, I think they just got to hit him in the face in this game.
yeah. I completely agree. I feel like Daniel Hill and AK Deer will have a lot of reps because I mean, our run game this year has just been so awful, and a lot of that goes on the offensive line. So as long as they can stay and Jim Miller maybe get some reps too, get him
Mm-hmm.
going. I
Yeah, is
feel like
Jam
they'll be
Miller
in a
back
really
in
good
this game?
situation.
Is he back?
Yeah,
Okay, so everyone is back pretty much is what I'm
ever.
hearing.
This is like the healthiest we've been since like beginning of the season. Honestly,
And that's the thing is coming in for the playoffs. If you got health and you're building momentum, it's dangerous with that. Um,
yeah,
I think the big factor in this game, like the who has to show up, is Bernard. I think Bernard or one of the receivers are going to the big factor in this game. Who is going to make the
yeah.
explosive plays? Because this is a Rose Bowl. There's always someone who goes off some way. Last year was Jeremiah Smith, came out of nowhere, bullied the shit out of Oregon. Year before it was Blake Corum against y'all, destroyed y'all pretty much. And then, I mean, overall, there's always a great performance guy in these games. So I think it has to be one of the receivers for Alabama to make that factor. Could it be Ryan? Could it be Brooks, a freshman? Could it be Bernard? Could it be Horton? It has to be a key factor in this game, my opinion.
Yeah, and I feel like Mendoza is the most pro-ready quarterback, so a lot of
Mm-hmm.
props to him this year. He came really kind of out of nowhere too. Won a Heisman, so you can't count out Indiana, especially with the little talent that they have on paper. It's
Mm-hmm.
extremely kind of disrespectful to this team because they are a really good team, and I believe Omar Cooper is coming back this game too. So
Cooper
got
was
to be
out,
able
yes.
to.
He was also out. And I'm not going to discredit Indiana. They went undefeated. I just I just get too many flashbacks. I'm just this team is such an Ohio State 2.0. Like they got bullied. Everyone said they're out of it. They suck. They're not even a good team. They shouldn't even make the playoffs. And then guess what? They make it and they win the Natty. That's my I just have that niche for it. Maybe I'm wrong. We'll see if they lose somehow and Indiana goes to the Natty somehow. And people come at me for that shit. I don't care. Um,
Yeah, give me
so
Alabama in this one.
yes, give
Roll
me
Tide,
Alabama in
baby.
this game. Give me Alabama in this game. And let's go to a SEC matchup. You know what's crazy? This game is the most expensive game of all the playoffs too, in the Sugar Bowl. So it's like $3,000 is like the most expensive ticket. You got Ole Miss versus Georgia.
Damn.
This is a very interesting game. They played earlier this year also. It was in Georgia, and I mean, it came down to the wire, 43-35. It was a competitive game. Oregon, no, was it? Ole Miss was scoring every single play, or Georgia was scoring every play. Like both these teams are going at it earlier this year, and Georgia came out. Kirby said this: they're playing the most talented quarterback in this college, like the college football playoffs, Chambliss, because Chambliss can beat you in the air with, or he can beat you with your legs. That's the thing about Chambliss is so good from him from Bear State, D2 year, starting this year, trying to get that eligibility for another year of college football right now. This
Mm-hmm.
man is going to be the reason if Ole Miss somehow wins this game. And
Yep.
I look at what he did against Georgia earlier this year. They could have won that game. They could have won against the Dogs earlier this year. And I know the Dogs defense has got hotter and everything. But we look at games with the Georgia Dogs. I mean, games against Georgia Tech, they started slow. What other teams they didn't look good. Other than that, I mean, Tennessee, they got a shootout with Tennessee this year. Um, Lost to Bama this year at home. So I look at these games for this team. There's many times Florida came down to the wire without no PI without calling a PI in that game. Dominant
Mm-hmm.
against Texas, okay, and Auburn. It was a close game against Auburn, but they won that game eventually. But you look at these games. I mean, I know both these teams are both like they have their flaws with their teams with that, but if Georgia's defense can't get a stop on Chambliss and Chambliss knows what he's doing, I think Chambliss can win this game.
Yeah, I mean, give me Lacey to go crazy too. He's been
Lacey's
so good
underrated
this
too.
year.
He's so underrated too. This team, I just hate how Lane left, dude, because they would have been far. They would have
Yeah.
been so
The one
far.
thing that kind of makes me kind of side with Ole Miss on this one is it's hard to beat a team twice in a year.
I know.
And the thing about Ole Miss is they have that chip on their shoulder, and
Mm-hmm.
they will not know how to kind of scheme because they will know how to scheme against Lane Kiffin if that makes sense. Like Lane's a
Mm-hmm.
great coach, but this team coming into the playoffs, you don't know what to expect because
No.
they're kind of under basically a new whole head coaching scheme, and Georgia's really gonna have to scheme against it. And I do think Ole Miss can come out and win this one, so I'm gonna pick Ole Miss in this one in an upset.
Because I've been so many scenes, so many articles. I don't want to be a bet against the team I picked for the Natty. That's the thing is like I can't. I love the Dogs, but Ole Miss it's just that momentum. I see what you're saying, but I think Kirby and these guys are gonna find a way. I don't. There's
Yeah,
no way
and
Kirby lose back to back years first round. Because if Kirby loses, like if he loses first round back to back years, that kind of ruins your reputation. Yes, he won the Natty back to back years in the thing before NIL though, before everyone money came in, and he hasn't won a playoff game since his Natty year. And everyone's gonna start coming at him. Is Kirby overrated? Is
oh
he
yeah,
made by the 14 playoffs? Because we know Georgia's good. If he loses first round again, because last year they shouldn't have lost that game against Notre Dame. They shouldn't. You lost to a quarterback that threw below 100 yards in that game to a running quarterback in Ryan Leonard. And don't get me wrong, Notre Dame was really good last year with their defense. Their defense was really, really good. And plus it was Gunnar Stockton's second game as a starter too for the team. Give him that. But I know this team is different. This offense is high scoring. It's going to be a high scoring game. It's going to go down to the wire in the Sugar Bowl where they lost last year. So they don't want to lose back to back years in the Sugar Bowl. So give me Georgia in this game and come in a good matchup. And with these matchups, with that, I mean, we already did our predictions earlier this year. I mean, it's going to be a great football game. I mean, these games are going to be phenomenal. I can't wait to watch these games. Um, I mean, enough of, like that. Let's talk about a little more transfer portal. Like, what's your thoughts about the transfer portal situation with these quarterbacks coming in? Like, what's your
Do you know which ones are? I know Sam
we
Levitt's
got
leaving ASU.
Sam Levitt, Dylan Muriel, Luster, Keldrick today, Josh Hoover, and DJ Lagway, and the quarterback from Las Vegas, UNLV, Nico Stain from UCLA, Landon Stain, and let me see.
I think I don't know. I feel like there's no like loyalty left in college. Like all these guys are leaving,
Oh,
but at the same time, they're kind of proving why they should be going to these top schools and competing for a
Hmm.
national championship. The amount of talent some of them have is kind of like you can't like argue against it if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Uh, but I'm looking excited to see one of the most exciting ones is kind of DJ Lagway because he played terrible this year, and I really think
Sick him.
he could go to
Sick him.
Miami. I really
No,
see him
sick
going to
him.
Miami.
Sick him. He's coming back
You
home.
want him?
He's coming
You want
back
him
to
to go
his
to
school.
Baylor?
He's going to Baylor. He's coming back to his school where his dad plays, his alma mater. Why not come back to Waco? Dude, if he comes back to Waco and the team that we can build with Wisner or CJ Baxter, because both those guys are from Wisner's from Texas. Why would he want to leave Texas or something like that? Why imagine that
Mm.
backfield. Wisner and Washington is also going to come back. I hate Thomas. I hate fucking Keaton leaving, our best linebacker in the country, because he's underrated. He's so underrated, and a lot of people are saying he's whoever gets him, he's getting a star defense player because Keaton was phenomenal for the past 2 years for us. He was upcoming last year, and this year he's really good. I hate him seeing him transfer, but I understand it. He wants to go win. But if DJ comes back to Baylor, dude, this is giving me vibes of RG3 again. We're getting RG3 again, pretty much. Like we have a chance to bring back that ramp edition of old Baylor football. I mean, since we haven't Baylor football hasn't been that great since Matt Rule's era, but the Matt Rule guys because Dave Aranda when he won the Big 12, it was Matt Rule guys. That was the thing. It wasn't his guys. And I hate Dave Aranda. I hate that Caillou guy, man. I hate him. I hate that
I hate that
passion.
guy, you guy.
Like I hate him. I wanted James Franklin so bad, but we didn't want to get rid of him. And plus the whole athletic director situation. But there are talks that we might bring back Art Briles, former Baylor coach, with the whole situation from dominated the Big 12 from 2012 to 2014, from Stephenville, Texas, with his situation with the whole scandals and everything. That's why he got fired. The whole Sean Oakman situation, and now he's coming back in the D2 era. And there's talks that he could come back if Randa has another bad year. Art Briles can come back to be a coach for Baylor. I know he's around 70 years old, but I mean, if he comes back and brings something miracle, dude, I would lose my mind to see that situation. But
Yeah.
enough of me ranting about the Baylor Bears. So, how do you feel about these past bowl games? Like, how do you like these bowl games have been low-key interesting, if I had to say. I mean, these games have been very interesting, if I say the
Let me
past
look
like
at some
couple
of the
days.
scores. I was
I mean,
watching the Tennessee
dude, Tennessee
Illinois
came
one.
back yesterday or today. I mean, they were. Whew, I am
Yeah, they fell.
shocked by how Tennessee came back. And then Georgia Tech and BYU's game came down to the wire at the goal line at the 10. Georgia Tech threw the pick in the back of the end zone.
Hmm.
Um, I mean,
I mean BYU Georgia Tech. Yeah, that was a great game.
it was for the
Houston LSU
Pop
was
Bowl.
good.
Mm-hmm. I mean, all these bowl games were really competitive. The Hawaii one was shocking with the comeback win in that game against Cal. I was like, wow. Um, that was a shocking
Yeah, that
game.
was I remember that one.
Minnesota's game with New Mexico, game down the wire too. Went to overtime. Clemson. Is Clemson done? Is the Dabo era officially done? Is it?
Oh, they can't fire him, bro. He brought
I
two
know
natties to that organization. Can't
two
fire him.
natties, four appearances. I mean,
You just gotta spend
I
that
know
money. Like you just gotta spend money, bro.
you. I think it's time. You gotta do it. You. This year was a fail with the quote unquote bringing everyone back and everything, and this was going to be the Clemson one of Clemson's best rosters. I picked Clemson to win the Natty this year, and I mean I'm pissed off about that shit. But
Damn.
yeah, I picked them to win the Natty, and they're eesh.
Damn.
I thought they were going to do something, but they fell off quick after that LSU situation, and then almost losing to Troy. Yeah, bad
Yeah, they
games,
look
and
terrible
also
this year.
like there were so many good games. And last night, I mean, Houston beating the LSU Tigers. I mean, ish. And, I mean, in the Texas Bowl, I can't believe that.
Yeah.
Connor William went off in that game. I know LSU didn't have a coach or anything, and a lot of people transferred out. They didn't have a quarterback in this game. I mean, still a competitive game. I mean, Bruce Brown returned the kickoff for the first play, so it was 14-0. But then they still won this game. It was a very phenomenal game by this team. Um,
Yeah, there's been a lot of interesting bowls. I mean, Pittsburgh East Carolina game was pretty good too.
Yes, that was another good game. I mean, a lot of good bowls. Virginia beating Missouri. I was shocked by that. North Texas, San Diego. That came down. I mean, North Texas was blowing the crap out of them, and it was like they came back. San Diego, they just let go of the gas pedal on that, pretty much.
Yeah, you got
So
TCU playing right now. I think they're driving on USC.
they are well. That if USC loses, I mean, they won last year against A&M on the Las Vegas Bowl, but they lose to TCU, and that's a honorable shit. Yeah. Also, we got some bowl games also tomorrow, other than Miami's game, Iowa versus Vanderbilt. Give me Vanderbilt in that game. Diego and these guys are going to win that game,
Yeah,
obviously. Arizona State versus Duke. I think
ASU.
you got to say ASU with no Sam Levitt.
Yeah, is Jordan
I,
Tyson playing or is he sitting?
he's sitting. He's not going to burst. No, he's
Okay.
done. I think
Yeah,
I'm taking Duke.
give me ASU. Wow,
I'm taking Duke. I'm taking that one quarterback, Mizzou. I don't even know their quarterback is a stud for him. Let me see. Is it Daniel? Darren Minchin. He
Okay.
30 touchdowns, 5 interceptions, almost 4,000 yards passing, fourth in the college football. I mean, this guy's a true. He's a sophomore, redshirt sophomore. He was really good this year. He's coming back for another year of college football. Duke. I mean, they won the ACC last year, dude. Or this year, my bad. I mean, in the terrible ACC play, but I mean, they could honestly win this game. Honestly, they could. Um,
We'll
and this
see.
is
We shall
in
see.
the and this is in the Rattler Bowl. And then guess what? We got an interesting one: Texas versus Michigan once again. Um, and this is in the Cheez-It Bowl. Arch is playing this game. Bryce Underwood. I'm a big Bryce Underwood fan. These two quarterbacks right here are the future of the Dallas Cowboys. Right here, I'm just saying. Bryce Underwood,
Whoa.
Bryce or Arch, Bryce or Arch.
Do you
One of
think
those two.
Bryce leaves with all this situation
No, he's
happening in
staying.
Michigan?
Kyle's the new coach from Utah, and they said he's
They
gonna
already
stay.
announced that he's staying.
He's happy. He's happy with the situation. He likes that coach. I mean,
Yeah, because I saw this guy's report and he was like, he's like no media or like no allegations or anything. So
no.
it's already a good hire if that's
And he
happened.
wins. He wins from Utah. I mean, this was his only bad year, if anything, with barring injuries. It was a bad year for Utah football. But other than that, I mean, you look at what he did in the Pac-12. Beat Caleb Williams. He owned Lincoln Riley. Okay, he owned them. He's won the Pac-12 twice. I mean, he's the best coach in Utah history, up there with Urban Meyer. So him and them go head to head. So he's gonna be a good coach. I think perfect for that situation in this culture he's gonna bring. That the kind of culture he brings is that it's still that Michigan football. Run that damn
Mhm.
ball. He
Yeah.
ran that damn ball at Utah. I mean, with Cam Ryerson a little bit with the passing, but that defense was mean, very mean. Couple years. I mean, they always had a great secondary at Utah for his past years with that on the team when they were competitive. And we forget they almost beat Ohio State one year in the Rose Bowl. It was a competitive game with him and Cam Rising. When
Yeah, I
JS
remember
that was
when
J
JSN, yeah.
yeah that was
Like
Jason's
300
breakout game.
yards.
Yeah, that
Like
was his
300
breakout
yards.
game.
That was ridiculous.
I know, and that was a close game also in that game. So like he knows how to win. I'll give him that. Um,
This is
but
kind of
if
off
I
topic, but who do
what
you got MVP? Drake May or Matt Stafford? Dude, you got to give it to Matt Stafford.
you saw what he did last night? Did you see what happened last night? This man,
The stats.
3 picks, three. I know. Look at the stats, but like, you can't. Do you know how NFL resumes are, dude? They hoe people. They hoe the crap out of people.
Yeah, dude, I'm just a Jets fan, so I mean, I gotta hate on the Patriots. But shout out Drake May. He's from near me, so shout out
Yeah,
Drake
I
May.
know. I mean, he's home native too from North Carolina. I mean, oh yeah,
He's
yeah,
like, he's like high school's like 20 minutes away from mine.
that's crazy. Yeah.
Yeah.
With that, I mean, and the only thing is, I just gotta pray that Miami somehow makes him look like a shitbag. That's the only way. Because I do want Matthew Stafford to get the MVP, but if Drake wins it, second year in the NFL wins MVP like Lamar Jackson. That's what Lamar
Patrick
did.
Mahomes too.
Mahomes
Mahomes
did.
and Lamar. Yeah.
Did John Elway do that? I'm trying to think. Did Elway? I don't think Elway did. No, or Brett Favre. Brett Favre won his fifth. Yeah, that would be crazy. Second year in the NFL. Go imagine
Yeah.
goes. The thing we'll talk about NFL in a second. We'll talk about NFL later in this week. But yeah, enough of that. I think thank y'all for joining for us this episode of TPC. Like and subscribe. Great games upcoming tomorrow or today. So thank y'all for joining.
All right, peace.